In the beginning, some of heaven's angels mingled themselves with the daughters of men and committed reprehensible sins. On the day of judgment, they will receive their just reward. And right now, darkness is their portion that has them bound in chains. They are separated from God. In the book of Enoch, you'll learn that their offspring are known simply as evil spirits, or what some refer to as Nephilim. And they are allowed to roam the earth, but they are also bound by darkness. They are here influencing man to sin until Judgment Day. Now, some believe the angels couldn't possibly have impregnated the daughters of men, simply because of when Jesus said that angels in heaven neither marry nor are given in marriage. But remember, these had become fallen angels, no longer angels of heaven, hence them being condemned for falling, taking daughters of men as wives, and bearing children, amongst other sins. And then there is Satan. He is a hypocrite and a copycat. Though his kingdom thrives on chaos, there is rank amongst them, with Hasatan being the main adversary. You hear about him spoken in Scripture, such as when Messiah says that we have an adversary roaming about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Whom he may devour. If you've noticed, there are spiritual laws, and God is in control. But if you break a spiritual law written by God, you are liable to be given over to Satan. God can allow that. Like the day Peter sinned against the Messiah 3 times, and before he did, Messiah warned him of Satan's request to sift him and the other disciples as wheat. Yet Jesus prayed for them. You see, just as John said, we are not to have sin in our lives as disciples of Christ. But if we do sin, we have an advocate with the Father. Our advocate is Christ, Yahusha. And Christ was Peter's advocate when Satan stood as an accuser, requesting to persecute Peter. Satan, being a spiritual being, can see things coming for us before they happen or were to happen, because that is the spiritual realm in which he exists. Things manifest there before they come into the natural realm. Just like us, we were spiritual before we became flesh. Now, if you are wise, you pay attention to your dreams. And if you are wise beyond that, you discern between dreams that are visions from God and those that are attacks from the enemy. Not every dream should be tended to. Some are simply meant to lead you astray. And over time, you can discern between the two. There is a lot you can gather from the ones that do hold meaning. Perhaps you have seen these evil spirits and how they manifest as black clouds, dogs, birds, faceless humans, and more. Death, health problems, and even a counterfeit spouse can show themselves coming in a dream long before they come. If you ignore or deny the spiritual, you're ignoring and denying a whole lot.